Hello, lovely students. This is your favorite English language arts teacher coming to you today from the room at Starmount Middle School. What room number? I don't know. It's my room number, whichever one it is. And we're here today to talk about theme. Theme is the next part of your Apex assignments. And you might remember that at the very end of plot, we started talking about theme, we started talking about summary, and now we're going to jump head first into theme. What is theme? What is it all about? So, first of all, a couple of definitions. What the story is about is the topic. The topic is what the story is about. Ooh, look, right here it says the topic answers the question, what is the story about? Theme, however, does not answer the question what the story is about. Theme answers the question, why was the story written? So, why did an author write a story? Topic is what it's about. Why they wrote it is the theme, is the underlying message of the story. Now, sometimes, ooh, message that runs through the story. Excuse me, message that runs through the story. Now, sometimes you might be familiar with fables, like the tortoise and the hare, where the tortoise and the hare run. And I mentioned this last time, but just hear me out. They run, and the hare goes really, really fast, flies down the road. The tortoise just keeps going slowly, slowly. Hare decides he's got it in the bag, takes a sleep under a tree, takes a nap under a tree. Next thing you know, tortoise has passed. Tortoise has won the race. Rabbit wakes up, hare wakes up and goes, "Oh no, I've lost the race." And the moral of the story is slow but steady wins the race. And that's kind of the theme of the story too. But I don't want you thinking that all novels have morals like that are very, well, didactic. And I'm sorry to use that kind of a word with you, but it's just very heavy handed. This is the moral. Most books have themes, but they don't have this is the moral in them. They're subtle. They are just sometimes you get it without even thinking about it. Somebody will say, "What's the theme of Harry Potter?" You might be like, "I don't know what the theme is." And he says, "Well, Harry Potter's good. Does he triumph over evil?" And you say, "Oh, yeah, he does. Good triumphs over evil." Harry Potter begins the series as a small child, and throughout the series, he grows up. So there's also the growing up element, becoming an adult, leaving childhood behind, becoming a man or becoming a woman. That also is what those stories are about. So chances are you know what the stories are about without really thinking about what those stories are about. So themes are general. They don't refer to the plot. And I am going to share my screen with you right now, and we're going to go over some other facts about theme. This is something I used last year at Fall Creek, and during the pandemic, when the pandemic first hit, I sent this out, and these are the notes that one of my children took. Thank you, Lainey. Good notes, Lainey. And so, if you will read with me, theme is the central message or idea woven into the action of the story, often like a moral. Moral is a lesson about life. And here's that word again, subtle. Themes are often subtle. They don't beat you over the head with the theme. You have to think about the theme, and you have to think about the characters' dialogue, their thoughts, their words, their actions, things that happen that convey the theme. That will help you with what the theme is. Motifs are recurring words or images. So a motif might be a recurring thought that keeps popping back up in a story. Dialogues, what the characters say, what they think. Plots, the action of the story. Characterization, the ways a character is portrayed, how they look, speak, and act. And now, here's the good stuff. Themes give a story meaning by linking the fictional world with our own. Why do we care about things? Because it gives us something to hook into. If you watch The Wizard of Oz, and if you watch it in the wrong way, then obviously it doesn't make a lick of sense. Dorothy gets trapped in a tornado, dumped over the rainbow into this magical world with these munchkins, where she meets witches, Scarecrow, Tin Man, Cowardly Lion. a wizard. She has to face off and try to kill the witch. And if you're just going through the plot, and I think the plot's really cool, and I like the songs, but that's not why so many people love The Wizard of Oz. And people love The Wizard of Oz. You can go to Banner Elk, North Carolina in October, or you could before the pandemic, and they used to have a theme park dedicated to The Wizard of Oz. Beach Mountain, excuse me, not Banner Elk, Beach Mountain. And they used to have a theme park solely dedicated to The Wizard of Oz. And every October, they would open up that theme park and people would come back up there and relive their youth. People are crazy about The Wizard of Oz. And why? Because of the themes. Dorothy, all she wants to do is get away. And when she gets away, what does she discover? All she wants to do is to go back home to Kansas to where her family is. The last line of the movie is the theme of the movie. When she says, Annie M., there's no place like home. That rings a chord, that rings a bell with so many people, with so many of us. And that's one of the reasons why people love this movie so much. Also, there's another theme, two themes for the price of one. If you think about it, Scarecrow wants a brain, the Tin Man wants a heart, and the Lion wants courage. But even before the wizard gives them these things, the Scarecrow uses his brain to figure out stuff and to save Dorothy more than once. Tin Man, his heart breaks for Dorothy, and he wants her to get home. He cares for her. That's having a heart. And of course, the Cowardly Lion is not so cowardly after all when it comes to defending Dorothy from the witch and from, breaking into the witch's castle and then saving Dorothy. So all of them have these things. And when they go to the wizard, he gives them trinkets, like a diploma and a little heart on a wrist watch, kind of a watch chain. And then he also gives a medal to the Cowardly Lion. But it's only because he knows they have these things anyway. They don't need these things from him. They already have them. And of course, I'm referring to the movie. If you read the book, it's totally different. So anyway, so there's the theme of there's no place like home, but there's also the theme of having a strength in you that you don't know that you have, having qualities in you that you don't know that you have that come to the forefront through conflict, through stress, being more than who you think you are. So themes are usually subtle in movies and novels. To find the themes, you have to look for patterns or ideas that come up frequently. Tuck Everlasting is one of my favorite novels of all time. And the way Natalie Babbitt weaves the theme throughout, there's certain things that come up over and over again that tell you this is going to be the theme. The repetition of words or phrases is a good sign you're getting to the theme. Themes are often set up as pairs of opposing ideas. Think Star Wars. In Star Wars, you have good versus evil. You have the technological sheen of the Death Star and the Empire. Everything is robotic. Everything is monochromatic, black and white. But when you get to the Rebels, they look like they got their stuff out of Goodwill. It's organic and it's a little junky, but put together and but with real spirit and real heart. So you have those opposing themes, those opposing ideas. And in a great story, all of the elements work together to support the themes. So here's some themes right here that you might have seen before. Growing up, coming of age, becoming an adult. Disney movies, Pixar movies, big on those. Change is a part of life. Love conquers all. Again, Disney movies, big theme in Disney movies. Be true to yourself, follow your own road. Good triumphs over evil. Family is important. The types of family you have may not be the family that you start with. Think of Up. Think of Finding Nemo. Think of, there's another one. Not Coco, because that's basically his own family. What was the other one I was thinking of? I don't know. I'll think of it later. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the overcoming of fear. Hard work can be a great reward. Too much ambition leads to a downfall. When you try to do too much, bad things happen, and always be honest, even if it's costly. So here are a list of things that I can supply with you if you would like. Things are not always as they appear. They're not as bad as you think they're going to be. Beauty is only skin deep. That's a big one. People from other cultures are just like us. Look before you leap. Believe in yourself to succeed. At first, you must believe that you can. Those are some of the classic themes, if you will. And I wanted to show you, this is from Disney Plus. This is the first page of Disney Plus. And when you look at all these Disney classic animated movies, you got The Lion King. And what's the theme of that? It's basically becoming a man, except he's not becoming a man. He's becoming a lion, the leader of his people, his tribe, all the animals. But it's basically Simba growing from that boy to becoming a man and bringing on that responsibility and becoming the new leader that everybody needs. Wreck-It Ralph. Ralph is unhappy with his life and he wants something different. And he doesn't realize how important he is to everyone around him. Princess and the Frog is really good at seeing past the surface of things. Moana, of course, another story of growing up. No, Moana, you can't go out into the ocean, but I need to go out to the ocean so I can save everyone. That overprotective parent, again, kind of like Finding Nemo, indeed. The Little Mermaid, again, with the coming of age, Aladdin, again, Becoming Man, Beauty and Beast, Love Conquers All. You see these, Frozen, in this case Frozen 2, but in Frozen, the motifs, early on, Dad tells Elsa, he says, you got to conceal, don't feel, and hide, and you hide who you are. And then when everybody finds out who she is, they're like monster and evil, and get out of here. But then later on, she's, sings Let It Go, and she's bringing those topics back up. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know, but now they know, and this is me. Love me, don't love me, this is who I am, and I can't hide who I am. I can't change for who you are. That is a major theme in Frozen, and also a theme in a lot of other movies, but especially in Frozen. It's one of the biggies right there. All right, I think I have talked long enough. If you have any questions for me, please send me an email. If there's anything I need to talk more in depth about, please let me know. And this will be going out soon, by Friday morning, I hope. All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. And I hope to see those of you who weren't at the Zoom meeting at the next one. This is Orange Group. So next Thursday, 1 o'clock. Be here. Thank you. Bye.